The chair of the House Ways and Means Committee is Jason Smith, and he joins me now. Congressman, you spent months behind closed doors negotiating this big, beautiful deal, and now Musk calls it an abomination. What's your response to that?
You know, Stuart, it's quite unfortunate because the big, beautiful bill delivers on President Trump's priorities. It delivers the largest tax cut in the history of America, including what the president campaigned on: no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, tax relief for seniors. It also produces the largest mandatory cut in U.S. history, which included more than $500 billion of the Green New tax scam, including $200 billion roughly of the EV tax credits. This bill also provides the most significant welfare reforms in U.S. history. It is the quickest, best approach on delivering on all of President Trump's priorities that he promised 77 million people. It's a very, very good bill.
Okay, let's move on, because I believe there are some aspects of the bill which are particularly helpful to seniors. A lot of seniors in our audience. What does this bill do for them?
What we did here, we increase the standard deduction for anyone who's 65 years old or older, so that they'll pay less in taxes to cut the taxes that they've been paying on Social Security. And then we also provided tax relief for working families, but we did it for working families and for seniors. And also, if those seniors want to purchase a U.S. manufactured automobile and they have a loan on it, they'll be able to deduct all of their interest of that auto loan that was made in the United States.
And that's just for seniors, deducting the interest on the car loan just for seniors.
That's for everyone, but that's something that seniors will benefit from. Also, what seniors will benefit from this is the lower tax rates. They will also benefit from the increased standard deduction. So there's numerous benefits to seniors. When you look at the bill as a whole, seniors and tipped employees and overtime employees come out being favored the most.
Just if I may express my own opinion, the most important thing in this bill, to me, is the prospect for growth, economic growth. We need growth desperately. If you want to bring the deficit down, you got to grow the economy. And I think that's what the bill does. Last word to you, sir.
Stuart, this is a very pro-growth tax bill. When you see that 100% of new factories, when you see 100% of equipment and machinery, whenever you see the permanency of the small business deduction, these are all things that will lead to record growth. That's why the Atlanta Fed has projected a 4.6% growth rate.
One more, please. The White House wants Congress to claw back the $9 billion worth of spending. This is a rescission, that clawing back the $9 billion before it's actually spent. Can we expect more rescissions, more clawing back of money before it's spent?
I sure hope so. $9 billion is a lot of money, but I want to remind people, Stuart, that in the big, beautiful bill, we cut $1.69 trillion, which is the largest cutting and spending in U.S. history. We need to cut every bit, but $9 billion is nothing compared to $1.69 trillion that we cut.
Congressman, always a pleasure. Thank you very much for being with us today. We appreciate it, always. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.